of academic procession get seated on the dais. All are requested to rise up again when the chief guests leave the auditorium. And stars of today's function are first-year BSc Nursing students. Please be seated. A warm greetings to one and all. It's my pleasure to honor this beautiful audience who has gathered here. Once again, I welcome you all to the lamplighting ceremony of 21st batch BSc Nursing students. Mankind must make heaven before we go to the heaven. These are the words of the Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, who revolutionized nursing and reformed hospitals. She dedicated her life to the helpless and miserable. A true heroine for the soldiers during the Crimean War, she hardly slept at the night, choosing instead to go on rounds around the hospital just to ensure the well-being of the soldiers. That lay the reason for her iconic title. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. I invite college choir group for the invocation. All are requested to rise up for the prayer.
ശാലിയായി വാഴുന്നോരീശ്വരൻ തിരുനാമത്തിൽ നിഖില ലോകങ്ങൾക്കും മേഘരക്ഷകനാകും അഖിലേശ്വരനല്ലയോ സകല സ്തുതിയും അഖിലേശ്വരനല്ലയോ സകല സ്തുതിയും പരമകാരുണ്യവാൻ കരുണാനിധി വിധി പറയും ദിവസത്തെ ഏകാധിപനെ നിയതമാരാധിപ്പോ ഞങ്ങളങ്ങേ മാത്രം സഹദം സഹായമായി തീർപ്പതും തിരുമുൻപിൽ നയിക്കണം ഞങ്ങളെ നേരായ മാർഗത്തിൽ നിന്നനുഗ്രഹപാത്രർ ആയോർ തൻ മാർഗത്തിൽ അങ്ങയാൽ കോപിക്കപ്പെട്ടോരുടെ വഴിയെല്ലാം സന്മാർഗദൃഷ്ടർ തൻ വഴിയിലുമല്ല ആനന്ദയാലുവായി ദാക്ഷിണ്യശാലിയായി വാഴുന്നോരീശ്വരൻ തിരുനാമത്തിൽ നിഖില ലോകങ്ങൾക്കും മേഘരക്ഷകനാകും അഖിലേശ്വരനല്ലയോ സകല സ്തുതിയും അഖിലേശ്വരനല്ലയോ സകല സ്തുതിയും അഖിലേശ്വരനല്ലയോ സകല സ്തുതിയും.
Thank you. We all feel blessed indeed. Please be seated. To deliver a red carpet welcome to everyone assembled here, may I take the pleasure to request the part and parcel of our college, a person who hardly needs any introduction among us. She is a strong woman who always guides and supports us with her wisdom and knowledge. Our Honorable Principal, Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary, to take over the stage. Ma'am, please.
Good morning, everyone gathered here. Respected dignitaries, dear teachers, parents, and my dearest students. Today, it's my responsibility to formally welcome you all to the most significant turning point in the career of a student nurses, that is, the Lamplighting Day. First and foremost, I thank the Lord Almighty for rendering us a new day to get gathered here. Directly, let me go into the duty imposed on me. On behalf of Al Shifa College of Nursing, I warmly welcome our Chief Guest of Honor, our Guest of Honor, Srimati Saida Teacher, Panchayat President, Angadipuram, to this event. Open warm welcome to Al Shifa College of Nursing, Madam. I wholeheartedly welcome our Chief Guest, Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, Principal, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, on behalf of Al Shifa College of Nursing, to the lamplighting ceremony. A warm welcome you, ma'am. It's my privilege to welcome our esteemed Managing Trustee, Dr. P. Unni, who is tenaciously resolute and who relentlessly chisels only the excellence of the individuals. In his absence, I welcome, sir. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Hamza P., Chief Operating Officer of Shifa Medicare Trust, who I consider to be a very supportive in every step of the journey with us. I welcome you, sir. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mrs. Fauzia Yahia, Dr. Fauzia Yahia, who is our academic mentor, Shifa Medicare Trust, in her absence. I welcome her. With great enthusiasm, I welcome Mr. Suhail Hamza, General Manager of Shifa Medicare Trust, who always enlighten the young pillars of our college to the lamplighting ceremony. I welcome sir. I welcome all members of Shifa Medicare Trust, even in their absence due to unavoidable engagements. With great pleasure, I welcome Professor Sini Nururi, Vice Principal of our Al-Shifa College of Nursing, who always provide her endless support. Welcome you, Ms. Sini. I would like to welcome Mr. Muralidharan, our Administrator, who is always inevitable member of our college to this function. Welcome, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome first year class coordinator, Mrs. Shilpa S., Assistant Professor of Al-Shifa College of Nursing to this event. A glad welcome. I warmly welcome all the faculties and non-teaching staff who are the backbones of the Al-Shifa College of Nursing to be a part of this occasion. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the parents of every first semester BSc Nursing student who are waiting online to this event. I welcome you all. Last but not the least, I welcome our blooming buds, stars of the event, first semester BSc Nursing students to this lamplighting ceremony. The lamplighting signifies the firm decision that you will be trained to care for the sick and the needy and the wounded persons. Let this lamp illuminate your heart with love, compassion, and commitment. Once again, I welcome you all to this solemn ceremony of the lamplighting ceremony of Al-Shifa College of Nursing. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of Al-Shifa family, let me take the privilege to welcome our beloved principal, Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary Anar, to this auspicious occasion. Hearty welcome, ma'am. It gives me great pleasure to request our most respected Chief Operating Officer of Shifa Medicare Trust, Mr. Hamza P., to deliver the presidential address. Welcome you, sir.
Most respected dignitaries, the dais, inaugural address, say the teacher, Panchayat President in Gandhipuram, Rama Panchayat, keynote address, Madam Angela Jnana Durai, Principal, Jubilee Mission College Nursing, respected Principal, the Professor Josephine Jacqueline, Deputy Principal, Vice Principals, Sini Nururi, General Manager Mr. Sohail Hamza, other faculty members and parents who are watching online, and most enthusiastic students and other faculty members and paramedical support staff. A very warm good morning to you all. Let me first of all extend my gratitude and appreciation to the two dignitaries you have consented to address you on this auspicious occasion. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'ams. Now, it is my pleasure to congratulate the parents who have guided their wards, boys and girls, to go for nursing courses, which is divine, all the way. And also, I extend our appreciation and gratitude to them for the same. It is an important thing that you choose a right institution for your career. So by joining Al-Shifa College of Nursing, you have taken a wise decision, as Al-Shifa College of Nursing is one of the top-most nursing institutions in our state, with state-of-the-art infrastructure, training in an NABH-accredited hospital, tertiary hospital, KIMS Al-Shifa Hospital, and special training for the students and guidance to inculcate the habits of human values. Above all, training the students to face the modern scenario of job competition, and special training to have in type of add-on courses and special training which is needed for their career growth. Now, in the scenario of self-finance institutions, there are 4 key players. The first being the management itself. The second, the principal and teaching staff faculties. The third being students, and finally, not least, the students. Now, each has got to play vital roles in their actions. Now, from the part of the management, I can very proudly say that we have established this nursing college of privilege, and everybody is seeking out admission in this college, because we did already the infrastructure of the grand style, and we have cherry-picked the principal and the teaching staff who are eminent and experienced, who are committed, and all the infrastructure and the developments which is required for the development of the students we are already done. So we have pretty done from our side, and we keep on updating us. We keep on arranging the student water facilities. We facilitate them with the good training, especially because the hospital is our own management, so that we have the privilege of giving them the best training. So management part we are doing extremely well. And the teaching staff, when you're talking about the teaching staff and the principal, they are so committed. I can very proudly say that very few institutions have this sort of class level of education. Because these are all the mixture of good teaching faculty controlled by an eminent principal, which they give result every day, every time, and in all the academic and non-academic and extracurricular activities. And another thing which they are very fond of and they are very greatly ensuring is that the human values are inculcated in the young minds, which is mostly required for your career. Because so that they try to have a campus outside, they go to cancer-stricken people, they give rewards in the camps, and so many useful for the community they are doing very often. And by the way, they are making understanding the society a caption for them, that the students will have their own mindset set for these human considerations and social commitment activities. Now, the students, though the role of students is primarily important because it is you. Now, the nursing, the management, when you talk about, I'm trying to stress your own role also now. The nursing is not a small or easy job to do, because the 3 T's they call it, compassion, commitment, and competence. But I would like to have 2 more, care and consideration. Because without these primary requisites, you cannot be a good nurse, definitely. Now, the thing is, you can just imagine the patients who are looking up to you for their help. So the hope is already there in them. That maybe you can express it with maybe a kind word, probably maybe a kind encouragement, a smile, maybe a touch, and maybe a pat on their shoulder, or even maybe probably you can hold their hands with love. These are things which we give them hope, and the patients will look after you. So, and you should not have any reluctance in any way of unhappiness or indifference in serving the people, because they are already sick and they are looking up to you for their sickness and their help. Now, other thing which is that, we are living in a world where human rights are constantly violated, and we live in a world where elderly are forgotten. We live in a world, even every individual is finding their friends, including the children, through social media rather than face to face. These situations can be, in this situation, you have a special role to play. So they are looking up to you for help. So you have to be readily, have that set of mindset with this so much of readiness and helpful nature to cater them, to serve them in the best way. And look at me now, these people will not remember, maybe they will not remember your name, but they will definitely remember you, how you how they feel about you, because that is your service. If you did a good service or good help, good support services or care you have given, then they will never forget in the sense of how that is the way you treated them. This is something which you can always have to carry with you. Now, another thing is that, the lamp or the candle which around shines, express something like that. You see, you are burning for outside people, for others. In the sense, you are taking apart from your own interest or your interest, but you are working for the others. That is your prime motto. So in this situation, I think your first and foremost situation is that you have to have that compassionate, considerative mindset to help the needy and sick people. So I would stress that importance that should be there, and I don't want to extend my whatever one would speak, but the thing is, because we are already late to another 30-40 minutes because of some the traffic jam for the president to come. So now I wish all the students a very useful and studious stay academically and the best career prospects in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are glad to have you here today. Light is a symbol of truth, knowledge, and understanding. Light and brightness represent the positive, good, and good spirits. Thus, the presence of light or fire will ensure success. It acts as a guide, keeping us from stumbling in the dark. It's my distinct privilege to invite our guest of honor, Srimati Saitha teacher, and our chief guest, Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, to officially inaugurate our function by lighting the lamp. I request all the respected dignitaries on the dais to join. One student representative can join them. Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats. It's my privilege to welcome our guest of honor, Srimati Saitha teacher, President of Angadipuram Panchayat, for the inaugural address. She began her teaching career at AMUP School in Mangarai in 1984. From 2015, she was the headmistress and retired from her teaching career in 2022. She served as the Angadipuram Panchayat ward member from 2010 to 2015, and in 2020, she was chosen to serve as the Panchayat's president. Ma'am, we are really excited to hear a few words from you, so please.
Good morning to all. വേദിയിലുള്ള അൽഷിഫ നഴ്സിംഗ് കോളേജിൻ്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ അടക്കമുള്ള അധ്യാപകരെ, അനധ്യാപകരെ, രക്ഷിതാക്കളെ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സ്നേഹമുള്ള എൻ്റെ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ, ഞാൻ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ നേഴ്സിംഗിൻ്റെ ഫസ്റ്റിൽ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ ഉള്ള ഇതാവുമ്പോൾ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ എന്ന് വിളിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളാണ് എൻ്റെ കണക്കിൽ. എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങളുടെ ഈ ചിട്ടയായ വരവും ആ ഒരു കൃത്യതയും നിങ്ങളുടെ അധ്യാപകരെ ഞാൻ അഭിനന്ദിക്കുകയാണ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട്. എന്തായാലും നേഴ്സിംഗ് എന്ന ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷൻ നിങ്ങൾ സ്വീകരിച്ചില്ലേ, അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്വന്തമായ താല്പര്യത്തോടെയാണോ അതോ ആരെങ്കിലും നിർദ്ദേശിച്ചിട്ടാണോ? എന്തെന്നെ ആയാലും ഇനി മുതൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ സേവനം, അതായത് നല്ല സേവനം കാഴ്ചവെച്ച് നിങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിലുടനീളം നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു പേരെടുക്കണം. ഒരു ജോലിയായി ഇത് സ്വീകരിക്കരുത് ഒരിക്കലും. നിങ്ങൾ വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത് സേവനത്തിനാണ്. അപ്പൊ ആ സേവനം ചെയ്യാൻ നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും, ഈ കുട്ടികളെല്ലാവരും നിങ്ങൾ നല്ലപോലെ പ്രയത്നിക്കുക. നല്ലതേ വരൂ. നിങ്ങൾ പ്രയത്നിക്കുന്നതിനനുസരിച്ച് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നന്മ ഈ ലോകത്തുനിന്നും, ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു, പരലോകത്തുനിന്നും കിട്ടും. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ എന്തു തന്നെ ആയാലും പഠിക്കുക, നല്ലപോലെ പഠിക്കുക. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോ വ്യക്തികളുടെ അടുത്തേക്കാണ് ചെല്ലുന്നത്, മൊത്തത്തിലല്ല, ഒരു വ്യക്തികളെ സേവിക്കാനാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ആ വ്യക്തികളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കി അവരോടൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് എന്ത് തന്നെ എല്ലാവരുടെ സ്വഭാവം ഒന്നാവൂല, എല്ലാവരും വ്യത്യസ്തമുള്ള സ്വഭാവക്കാരായിരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ അവരുടെ സ്വഭാവം മനസ്സിലാക്കി സൗമ്യതയോടെ ആ പുഞ്ചിരിക്കുന്ന മുഖത്തോടെ ഒന്ന് ചെന്നാൽ അവരുടെ അസുഖം പകുതി മാറും. ആ കുട്ടി ഇന്നെന്ന് തലോടി, ആ കുട്ടി ഇന്നെന്ന് തൊട്ടു, ഇതൊക്കെ കേൾക്കുമ്പോ എന്തായാലും രോഗികളുടെ അടുത്തേക്കാണല്ലോ നിങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുന്നത്. രോഗിയുള്ള സമയത്ത് നമ്മളായാൽ പോലും ഒരാൾ നമ്മെ ഒന്ന് സ്നേഹിക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അധികം രോഗം പകുതി സുഖാവും. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുന്നിടത്ത് ഈ കുട്ടി ആരായാലും, വയസ്സനായാലും കുട്ടികളായാലും ആരായാലും ഒന്ന് തൊട്ട് തലോടി നിങ്ങളുടെ കൈയൊന്ന് അവിടെ തട്ടിയാൽ അവർക്ക് ആ സ്നേഹം മതിയാവും. ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ മരുന്നൊന്നും വേണ്ടി വരില്ല, വേറെ ഒരു ചികിത്സയും വേണ്ടി വരില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ പകുതി അസുഖങ്ങൾ മാറും. ഓരോട് ഇങ്ങനെ ക്ഷേമം അന്വേഷിക്കുക, കുറച്ചൊക്കെ വർത്തമാനങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറയുക, ഇതൊക്കെ നല്ലതാണ്. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഈ നേഴ്സിംഗ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഡോക്ടർമാരിലേറെ അതേപോലെ പഠിക്കാനുണ്ടാവും നിങ്ങൾക്കും. പക്ഷെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ മരുന്ന് എഴുതി കൊടുക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു ഇതില്ലാന്ന് മാത്രമല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. അല്ലാത്ത പണിയൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ എടുക്കണം. അതിലേറെ കൂടുതൽ പണിയാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വരുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോ നല്ലപോലെ പണിയെടുത്ത് അതായത് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ജോലി നല്ല ഉഷാറായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുക. നല്ല പോണം, അതായത് വെറുതെ ഇരിക്കരുത്. എവിടെയാണെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള കുട്ടികളെ നല്ലോണം ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കുക, നല്ലോണം വെള്ളം കുടിക്കുക. അതിന്റെ കാര്യമൊന്നും ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു തരേണ്ട കാര്യമല്ല. നിങ്ങളെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് ശരിക്ക് ആരോഗ്യത്തിൻ്റെതൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇന്നിലേറെ അറിയും ചെയ്യും, പറഞ്ഞു തരാൻ ആളുണ്ട്. അതൊക്കെ അതേപോലെ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ച് നിങ്ങളുടെ പഠനത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടുള്ള ഈ വർഷങ്ങളിൽ നിങ്ങൾ നല്ലപോലെ ഉഷാറായിട്ട് തന്നെ പറയാം. ഈ കോളേജിൽ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങി വരുന്ന കുട്ടികളാന്ന് പറയണം. ഞാൻ അൽഷിഫ നഴ്സിംഗ് കോളേജിൽ നിന്ന് വരുന്ന കുട്ടിയാണെന്നുള്ളത് പുറത്തറിയണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും ഉഷാറായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പഠിപ്പിച്ചു തന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ അതിലുപരി നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടെത്തിയിട്ട് ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാ സഹകരണവും മീഡിയ വഴിയൊക്കെ കിട്ടും. നിങ്ങൾ പഠനത്തിലേറെ കിട്ടും. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എവിടെ ചെന്നാലും ആ കുട്ടി ആ നഴ്സ് ഉഷാറാണില്ലേ എന്ന് പറയിപ്പിക്കണം. വെറുതെ പറയിപ്പിച്ചാൽ പോലെ നിങ്ങൾ പണിയെടുത്തിട്ട് അവർക്ക് കാണിച്ചു കൊടുത്ത് നിങ്ങൾ നല്ല കുട്ടി. ഇപ്പൊ ശരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾ 1ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ കുട്ടികളെ ചേർത്ത പോലെ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൂ അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പൊ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ടല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ തുടങ്ങി ആ തുടക്കം മുതൽ ഇങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടുപോയി ഉയർന്ന് ഏറ്റവും ഉന്നതിയിലെത്തട്ടെ എന്ന് മാത്രം ഞാൻ സർവശക്തനോട് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുകയാണ്. ആവട്ടെ, നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും നല്ല കുട്ടികളായി നല്ല നേഴ്സെന്ന് പോരാ, അതിലുപരി ഈ ലോകത്തെല്ലാം പരലോകത്തും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ലത് മാത്രം വരട്ടെ എന്ന് സർവശക്തനോട് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുകയാണ്. ഈ പ്രൊഫഷൻ സ്വീകരിച്ചത് ഏറ്റവും നല്ല നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്നേഹമാണ് ഇവിടെ കാണുന്നത്. ആ സ്നേഹം തന്നെയാണ്. സ്നേഹിക്കാൻ പഠിക്കുക, നല്ലപോലെ വർത്താനം പറയുക ഈ രോഗികളോടൊക്കെ. അതാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടത്. ഒരു ഡോക്ടറെ അടുത്തേക്ക് നമ്മൾ ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ ഈ വയസ്സായവര് പറയലുണ്ട് എങ്ങനെയാണോ, ആ ഡോക്ടർ എന്താ ഒന്ന് ഇവിടെ ആ സാധനം ഒന്ന് ഇവിടെ വെച്ച് നോക്കിയതൊന്നും കൂടി ഇല്ല. ഓൾക്ക് എന്താ ചിലപ്പോൾ അത് വെച്ച് സ്റ്റെതസ്കോപ്പ് വെക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല, ഡോക്ടർക്ക് അതറിയാം. പക്ഷെ രോഗിയായ ആ വയസ്സനായ ആള് പറയണത് എന്താന്ന് ഒന്ന് വെച്ച് നോക്കിയതും കൂടി ഇല്ല. നമ്മൾ കേട്ടതാണത്. അപ്പൊ എന്താ പറയണത്, അപ്പൊ അതൊക്കെ ഈ രോഗികൾക്ക് അപ്പൊ അവര് മനസ്സിലാക്കുക ഇത് വെച്ചാലേ രോഗം മാറുള്ളൂ എന്നാണ് അവര് ചിന്താഗതി. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ അവരെ തൊട്ട് തലോടി എന്താണ് എന്ത് രോഗം ഇല്ലെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും കഠിനമായ രോഗമാണെങ്കിലും ലളിതമായ രോഗമാണെങ്കിലും അവരെ പറഞ്ഞ് നല്ല നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാമല്ലോ അവരെ രോഗത്തിന്റെ അവസ്ഥ. അപ്പൊ കഠിനമായ രോഗമാണെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നുമില്ല, കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ വിശദീകരിച്ച് മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്ത് ഈ രോഗിയുടെ അവസ്ഥ എന്താന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കി രോഗിയുടെ ശരിക്കുള്ള അവസ്ഥ മനസ്സിലാക്കി അവരോട് സംസാരിക്കുക, സ്നേഹത്തോടെ സംസാരിക്കുക, ചിരിക്കുക, ഒന്ന് പോയി വരട്ടെ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാം, ഒന്ന് തട്ടിക്കൊട്ടിയൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് പോയാൽ എല്ലാവർക്കും സന്തോഷമാവും. അതൊക്കെ എന്താണ് ഒരു അഭിനയം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മളെ രോഗം സുഖപ്പെടുത്താനുള്ള ഒരു രീതിയാണ്. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ പാട്ടൊക്കെ ചെറിയ പാട്ടൊക്കെ പാടിക്കൊടുക്കുക, കുറച്ച് വയസ്സായവരൊക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ നല്ല ഇഷ്ടമാവും. ഓലെ രോഗം ഒരു പകുതി വരെ വെറുതെ ഇരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തു കൊടുത്താൽ പകുതി വരെ മാറും. അപ്പൊ എന്തായാലും ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ തുടക്കക്കാരാണ്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അധികം പറഞ്ഞു തരേണ്ട കാര്യമല്ല. എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങൾ ഈ തുടക്കം നിങ്ങൾക്കൊരു നല്ലൊരു മുതൽക്കൂട്ടാവട്ടെ. ആ തുടക്കത്തോടെ നിങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുക, അധ്യാപകർ പറഞ്ഞു തരുന്നത് അനുസരിച്ച് പഠിക്കുക, അത് കൂടുതൽ പഠിക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. അതുപോലെ നല്ല ഒരു നേഴ്സ് ആവട്ടെ എന്ന് മാത്രം പ്രത്യാശിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ നല്ലത് മാത്രം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വരട്ടെ എന്നും അറിയിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഈ പരിപാടിക്ക് തുടക്കം കുറിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Thank you, ma'am. We are grateful to you for respecting our invitation and becoming guests of today's event. I humbly invite Mr. Hamza P., Chief Operating Officer, Shifa Medicare Trust, to present a token of love to our renowned chief guest. Thank you, sir.
ഞാൻ വാങ്ങിച്ചത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ടിയാണ്. ഇതിന്റെ വാക്ക് കേട്ട് നല്ല നഴ്സുമാരായി തീരട്ടെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ ഇത് വാങ്ങിച്ചു.
Today, we are very much beatified with the presence of Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, Principal, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, who is an efficient administrator and pioneer in nursing. She completed her undergraduate, postgraduation and PhD nursing from Christian Medical College, Vellore. She has done many post-diploma and certificate courses and also awarded fellowships from various universities. She is also a member of more than 10 national and international professional organizations. She has presented and published many papers in the national and international conferences and journals. Presently, she is a president in Society of Indian Neurosciences Nurses. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai for delivering the keynote address.
Respected administrative members, Mr. Hamza P. and Mr. Suhil Hamza and various administrative officers of this institution, my dear Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary, Principal Al-Shifa College, and I'm happy to meet Srimati Sridhar teacher who's just left, all the other faculty of Al-Shifa College of Nursing, students, and my dear first year students of Al-Shifa College of Nursing. A warm good afternoon to every one of you. Yeah. It is my great pleasure to be here, and I thank the management and Professor Josephine for inviting me to be here with you and share your joy during this time of lamp lighting ceremony. I'm very much delighted to address in this symbolic lamp lighting ceremony of 21st batch of the nursing students from Al Shifa College of Nursing. And I congratulate each and every one of you for selecting nursing as your profession. You, as teacher said, you might have come for nursing by your own interest of your parents, or suggestion by your friends or your mentors, and whatever it may be, she said, to be a good nurse, isn't it? So I congratulate you for selecting this profession. And most of the time when we say nursing, we easily say nursing and go. So when we look at the dictionary meaning of nursing, it stays more higher than in various other professional names. And to the extent that we call nursing mother, caring mother, isn't it? And nursing the wound. We don't say doctoring the baby, doctoring mother, or I'm not putting down other profession, but we don't say that, isn't it? A nursery, small plants are kept in nursery, isn't it? So it is, the meaning is caring, core is caring, and it cannot be compared with anything else. It just stands above every meaning of the other words. So you have chosen a profession, something which is very, very important, very liked by everyone as a human being, caring. Okay? And in the recent survey, which is global survey done by the Australian association, one of the association, the respectable professions, grade the respectable or grade the respectable professions. One of the topmost profession mentioned is nursing, and then comes the firefighters, and other professions have come very low. This is a recent study. So nursing is a profession which you have rightly chosen to make sure that you learn it adequately and render it appropriately to everyone whom you care for. And I'm also happy that you have chosen it here in this institution, which has professionally maintained its status, and professionally it has come very far higher than the other institutions, and it also every year brings out very promising healthcare workers, students becoming a staff from this institution, and making sure that you have a very qualified and experienced faculty to teach you, to make you to the fullest bloom, to make you to bloom to the fullest flowers as you complete the course. So you carry a ray of hope to hundreds of patients, families to be touched by you and to be benefited by you. So be the best version of you all the time and have an enriched student life. I just think back my day of lighting the little lamp on the lamp lighting day, nearly more than 38 years back, most probably. And I still remember walking the aisles of the chapel for lighting the lamp. That time my prayer was just to keep the lamp burning. And it rightly happened that the lit little lamp was kept burning by my teachers, my friends, my classmates, especially by my patients when I cared for them, and each and every one whom they came in contacted with my life. And it's still burning. I'm very happy about it. And when I look back, there are a lot of little lamps, clusters of little lamps on the way, being lit by this small little lamp which I had lit on that day. So everyone whom you touch and care, that little lamp is going to be lit by you. So a lot of clusters of lamp I can see. So only thing what I see in me doing is just be open to keep the lamp lit all the time. Never shut it down. We have candles. We also have torchlights, isn't it? And torchlight has battery inside. Maybe now it is current, we can charge it by the current. This battery, when it is, when there is a battery on over there, the torchlight burns. When you take off the battery, what happens? And put it in another torchlight, what happens? Another light burns and this light does not burn. Okay, so being a light, you have to be burning all the time, making sure that you light your, the lit lamp is burning all the time. So when you have a candle, your candle is lit, and then this candle can light many candles, and it makes a corner more brighter. When two candles are burning, it is more brighter than one candle, isn't it? Yes. So when this really tells us, as you become seniors, you cannot put off doing bed making. We still have to keep on doing it. That is how you keep your burning light. And then you do, making sure that you, whatever is learned is done according to the procedure. And according to, that is when the infection is prevented, isn't it? So every time you keep that in mind, that your lit lamp is always burning, not shut down. Like taking off the battery and putting the torchlight somewhere away, and because you have already lit another person. No, we have to be keeping on burning. As when it comes to the senior level, coming to the research, most often we do a good research and we publish papers, and then we just put off our light because we've already passed it on. Someone else will do. No, and this is for the faculty. So we have to be still burning so that many more are benefited. And it is important that we not only keep it burning, it also has to show the way to us and way to others. Okay, and we all have learned, we are all familiar with the Olympic lamp, isn't it? What is the characteristic of Olympic lamp? It keeps on burning, isn't it? And it passes the light, isn't it? Okay, so same way, let us make sure that you keep on burning by learning, and don't stop with your basic degree, and you have to keep on updating yourself so that you are not a stagnant water. Stagnant water makes dirty smell, isn't it? And it breeds various insects, whereas the running water is fresh, isn't it? So you be a fish in the running water, which is alive, will swim not on the flow of the water. It will swim fighting the current, isn't it? Yes. What will swim on the flow of water? The dead fish will just go on the flow of water, isn't it? The live fish will really, it will swim fighting the current of the water, isn't it? So we all have to be like that, making sure that you fight for the right and learn, and then make sure that you do your writing, not looking at others, going on the stream of things. So now I just would like to say two things that you have to keep in mind. We talked about Olympic. You say that you are doing a track event, 100 meters. So now you are in the starting point. Okay. There are two things which is in our mind. One is the goal. Goal is what? Reach the 100 meters, isn't it? And to reach the 100 meters, you have to have good boundaries. You have to keep a boundary. If you say that I will run in any track, you will be unqualified. You might come first, but you will be unqualified, isn't it? So whatever, have a goal, and that you have to finish. Not only simply finishing, have a boundaries. Okay, these boundaries are very important. As you are a student, and at this age, a lot of distractions can happen, and all that has to be put aside, and which is difficult. But if you make sure that you self-discipline yourself, like for example, you may not be able to attend all the programs at home, because every day is important for you. You are a semester system student, isn't it? Every 5 months you have exams. if you have to do your best, you have to be there in the clinicals and planned activities of your curriculum every day. Not even one day can be missed. So this is for the parents also, to support them to be there in the stream of educational programs when they are in the studies. So you have to have a boundaries. And the another second very distracting thing is now you have online learning and you are allowed to have the mobile phones for various use, and not like pre-COVID scenarios. And so that is a big distraction too. And it is very important that you put a full stop for all your distraction with this media, and you must make use of your time very correctly, and any other distractions come through that can spoil your potentials and will not make you. Maybe you will go across, you might finish, you might come even first, but then we are going to be unqualified. Okay, so it is very important that you have a goal and you have boundaries to run. Okay, and on the way when you run, it is very very necessary. You are not our generation, actually you are the new generation. You are going to face in the emergency department more violence, more disasters, and more, as sir rightly said, human rights are being not seen so very, very frequently around, or compassionless actions. All are going to be, you are going to witness more than us. Okay, and you need to be prepared for it, isn't it? Yeah, that is why in your syllabus, if you have gone through, you see various courses, bioethics, forensic nursing, and all those things were there as a unit for us. Now it is a course for you. So you are going to be prepared adequately for facing the newer problems of this human kind and our country too. Okay, and it is very important to make sure that you give attention to each and every aspect of it. And I really congratulate the faculty members for preparing you thus far, these weeks of months of preparation for you to come to lamplighting, and also be students cooperating with your teachers, faculty. That is something which I turn back when I always see that we have cooperated with our teachers, and which has brought out I would say a lot of blessings in our life. And which is what is rightly planned for you. If you cooperate and do, the blessings are from above. Do it to the fullest possible, 100%. Okay, and it might be difficult initially, but then you will come into the track of doing everything right to the fullest possible. Okay, so that is very important. Then love your parents. On the way of our journey, we might forget to love our parents and do many things which can affect them. So love your parents, and also be a role model to your friends, your classmates, and everyone. It is important to learn. These 4 years are given in your hands to inculcate various good qualities of a nurse. Caring, every time keep that first in your mind. Be caring, that means you need to be compassionate. That particular aspect of care, as Hamza said, it's rightly taken off from most of the healthcare activities. But you are the newest batch coming into the profession, and you're going to fill all these gaps by being compassionate. Okay, what is this compassion? At this era of life, people don't have time to look at the eyes of another person and speak. Do you agree with me? You see somewhere and say yes or no and then walk. That is what, this is the era. So, wherever you are, however busy you are, if you are with the patient, you just talk to them, see their eyes and talk to them. You might be busy or you might have to, cannot spend more time, but then whatever time you spend, look at the eyes and speak so that they also open up and talk to you. And I have recently found a slogan which can remind us to be compassionate all the time, maybe with our patients, maybe with our friends, maybe with someone, neighbors, or someone in the community. Can I do anything more for you? Before I leave a person, I'm caring for a patient. So before I leave that patient, if I ask that question to that patient, can I do anything more for you? Maybe that will show our concern to them, and it will help them to tell us what they want, however busy we are. So keep this slogan in your mind. Maybe whenever we forget compassionate dealing with other person whom we come in contact, this slogan can come out in our mouth and we can ask, can I do anything more for you before I leave? So there will be a chance for them, for anyone whom we contact, tell us, yeah, I'm fine, you have spent enough time with me, I'm done. Otherwise, someone else will tell us, no, I need to ask you one question. Can I ask you now? Or can I WhatsApp? Now, everything is there, isn't it? Or can I call you again? I need to more talk to you. Maybe if you're not free now, I'll talk to you later. So, like that, so many abrupt finishing of nothing is there. So that means you are caring for them. You are sensitive to their needs. Okay? So that can be one way of keeping up our compassionate care with our patients. Okay, and all these, that is the first point I said, caring, isn't it? Then we need to be poised. Please go back and look at the meaning of poise. Being poised will help you to be stable. You will not be disturbed this side or that side, as people say. You have set a goal and you have set a boundaries, and you be poised to be stable. Okay, and as many of them mentioned earlier, keep smiling. Smile does not cost anything, but our mind has to be right for smiling, but keep your mind alert for smiling. That speaks a lot to the other person. Okay? And also be available. Sometimes, most of the times, we have the tendency to run away from a situation when there is some trouble, isn't it? Including me. I had to be really trained to be available in my student period. So when I learned that, it has really made a lot of change in my attitude, in my learning aspects, everything. So be available. If there is a patient who is becoming very sick, just be available there. If the staff is telling you to work for them, please go and take and help them with. If there is, then later I had to, I specialized in neuroscience nursing and worked in the neuroscience floor and the ICU. So in the neuro ICU, there are a lot of accident patients and all. So we will be having a lot of crowd, and you know how to handle them. So even the loud one is having head injury inside the ICU. We cannot allow everyone inside. So at that time, there will be a lot of fights, sometimes with the attender, with the staff who is taking care. So if I'm able to witness that situation, I decided that I will be available there. So that made a lot of difference. Sometimes you might have to get a hit from some of the relatives, about to be hit, all those situations had been. But when you are available to them, it is always added care to the patients and the family members. Make yourself available wherever there is a need. And running off from the situation is very easy, and which is most often we tend to do it. So we can make ourselves available. So these are some of the little things that you can learn as the course of learning. And also you have to be aware. There are various things you have to be aware as you go through your profession, and like be aware of some of the dangers. As I told you, one of the dangers is media. If you really get addicted with your phone, you are not able to come out of it, and you lose your youth, and you lose your profession, and you lose your life and then you lose enjoying your life. Okay, so be aware of various things which are around you, avoid things which you need to avoid. And we also have to be beware of various things. Beware is being more aware of various things. Like for example, there are various unethical practices going on in the healthcare profession. So you need to distinguish between all those things. Wherever you are, you have to say no to these practices. And it is not only on the healthcare practice, but also human relationship and human care and handling others, talking very rudely to others. All these you will witness. So you say be aware of all these things and be away from it. And care for others, that's the third one, care for everyone. And also be dare. Okay, be dare. This is A, B, C, D. You can easily remember. I would like to just help you to remember this. Aware of everything, beware of various things which can put you down, care for people, that is where compassion comes. Remember the slogan in your mind. And be dare to do things which are right. Okay, for example, the ship is being made in the shore. They make the ship in the shore, not to keep in the shore. Now you're all in the shore. So cozy and nice, isn't it? And you will sit and learn, you will go to the ward, you have teachers to teach you, come back and all that. The ship is being made, started being made as a person, as each and every one of the students. But ship is not meant to be there in the shore. If it is always to be in the shore, what is the use of the ship? It is made to go into the deep sea to face the challenges, isn't it? Yes. So you are all a ship now at the shore being made, and you have to be dare to do right things when you are sent into the sea. You cannot say that I will be only in the shore. If you're not willing to take challenges, you say that you want to be in the shore. So ship in the shore is a shame, isn't it? Yes. So you'll all be able to dare to do things as you complete your profession, and you will be able to do your best. So on behalf of the management and behalf of Jubilee Mission institutions and family, I bring great greetings and also best wishes to all of you to do your best and be different and efficient nurses coming out of this institution. I know when we used to work together in the clinical area where Josephine used to be a good resource for us while learning together. So, and we used to see a promising leadership in her, and that is how we have studied together. So you have a very great leader leading you, and I'm sure that you will get the best out of this profession and you'll do well. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are proud to have such an amazing person here with us today. Let's move to the most precious moments of today's event. I invite our chief guest, Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, and our beloved principal, Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary, to illuminate the lights to our students. Let this light shine throughout your journey. The lamp you lighted today symbolizes the light that a nurse becomes to her patients and as a symbol of hope and comfort to those suffering. Keep this in your mind. Please be seated. It's a great excitement and delight to facilitate few words on this occasion for those who has already started their journey in this institution. I cordially invite one of the most familiar faces to each of us, Mr. Suhail Hamza, General Manager, Shifa Medicare Trust, to share a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Everyone is looking very smart today. Let's hope that this smartness stay for life. We have already our chief guest and our guest of honor have already told you what you are supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. I just have one thing to tell you. I won't take much of your time, just one thing. A candle was given to you by your teacher. It was not lit. It was bare. It was in your hand. You brought it towards your principal or the guest. They lit it for you. You went back. You held it within your arms till you you put it back onto the stand. This is what a nurse's life is. You are given the candle, you're given the education, your principal or your faculties light your mind, your everything. And then the patience. After that you get into life. And the lit candle is your patient or the patient that you take care of. You take care of this patient and you put them back happy and it's still lit over there. So this is what every nurse's life is. So remember this process, this lamp lighting process should be there within your heart, within your soul till the end of your life. So I wish you all the best. I don't want to take much of your time and say, may God bless you and make you true professionals. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have. So from the depth of our hearts, we thank the admiring and dutiful person, our today's chief guest, Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, for all the words of wisdom that radiated a source of energy within us. Your presence and gentle words become a source of encouragement for all of us. I humbly invite our beloved principal, Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary and I, to present a token of love to our renowned chief guest. Thank you, ma'am. An award is something given to a person in recognition of their excellence in a certain field. We proudly announce categories of awards to some special personalities who carved their names for themselves. Awardees may please come forward and receive the awards when your names are called upon. We are proud to announce Ms. Nadia K. Ashraf for achieving first prize in Bharatanatyam for SMA state level competition. I request our chief guest to present the award. I request our chief guest, Dr. Professor Angela Gnanadurai, to present the award. I would like to announce some awards of events conducted by the Literature Club, and I request Mr. Hamza P. to give away the prizes. The Literature Club conducted a photography contest on behalf of National Picture Book Month. The winners are Ms. Safa Nasmi, 19th batch BSc Nursing, who acquired first prize. Second prize, Ms. Bonsi Sarah Thomas, 18th batch BSc Nursing. Third prize, Ms. Gladys Rose Lilly, 18th batch BSc Nursing. The winner among the faculty for the National Picture Book Month is Mrs. Nashiba K, Assistant Professor, Department of Child Health Nursing. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mrs. Ibrahim Hamza, General Manager of Shifa Medical Trust, to deliver the prizes for National Cross Puzzle Word Puzzle Competition. First prize, Ms. Samina Sharin, 19th batch BSc Nursing. Second prize, Ms. Mufida, 13th batch Post Basic BSc Nursing. And third prize is shared by Ms. Akhila S from 19th batch BSc Nursing and Ms. Sufia from 20th batch BSc Nursing. Thank you, sir. Once again, I invite our chief guest to give the prizes for literature quiz. First prize, the team includes Ms. Fatima Rania and Ms. Shijna M, 19th batch BSc Nursing. And the winners of Dhruta Kavita. First prize goes to Ms. Sarangi K, 18th batch BSc Nursing. Second prize, Ms. Asha Saji, 19th batch BSc Nursing. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations to all the winners. It's the time to conclude a wonderful ceremony. With pleasure, I would like to call Mrs. Shilpa S., Assistant Professor, Al Shifa College of Nursing, for the word of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of the organization, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Hamza P., Chief Operating Officer, Shifa Medicaid Trust, who graced us with his presence and guidance. Thank you, sir. Sincere thanks to other eminent personalities in the management, Dr. P. Unni, Managing Trustee, Shifa Medicaid Trust, Mr. Abdul Razak, Secretary, Shifa Medicaid Trust, Dr. Fauzia Yahya, Academic Mentor, Al Shifa College of Nursing, in their absence. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Angela Gnanadurai, Principal, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, for accepting our invitation and for being with us today. Thank you, ma'am. I am immensely thankful to our guest of honor, Srimati Saida Teacher, President, Angadipuram Grama Panchayat, in her absence. I would like to thank Mr. Suhail Hamza, General Manager, Al Shifa Group of Institutions, for his valuable presence and wonderful words. Thank you, sir. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved principal, Professor Josephine Jacqueline Mary, for always supporting and guiding us. Thank you, ma'am. I thank our Vice Principal, Professor Sini Niruri, for her constant support and encouragement. Thank you, ma'am. I thank Mr. Muralidharan, Administrator, Al-Shifa College of Nursing, for his constant support. Thank you, sir. Thanks to all the committee members, my team, my teachers, for the wonderful effort for putting this function a grand success. Thank you all. I would like to thank all non-teaching staffs, technical personnels, IT staffs for their support. Thank you all. And I have also obligated to the parents present here, though it's an online mode. Your presence means a lot for us. Thank you all. And sincere thanks to Ms. Amrita KP, who handled the event throughout the course. Thank you, Amrita. And thanks to fourth year BSc Nursing students for their support. And thank you, my dear students, and I wish all the best. And I'm praying for all the blessings coming to your life, and this is a starting for your journey. I'm very proud, and my every prayers are with you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. All are requested to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गादा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Let God Almighty shower all the blessings on our blooming buds. Best wishes ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Good day.